In the middle of an epic war, victory and defeat can turn on a single tiny moment. We're going to dive into one of those moments from the Ramayana. Not the whole war, just one brilliant, strategic capture that literally changes everything. This is the story of Indrajit's trap.
And it all kicks off with his furious command from the demon king, Ravana. See, a lone intruder has just completely wrecked his sacred garden, Ashoka, and has taken out his best warriors one by one. The stakes, they are through the roof, and Ravana is fresh out of ideas.
So Ravana's problem has a name, Hanuman, and he's single-handedly causing absolute chaos right in the heart of the kingdom. Hanuman isn't just another fighter, he's like a force of nature. So frustrated, enraged. Ravana knows he needs something more than just brute strength.
So he calls upon his ultimate weapon, the one person he believes can actually pull this off, where everyone else has failed. He summons his son, the Prince of Lanka.
And listen, this is not just any prince. This is Indrajit. His name alone carries some serious weight. He's known as a master strategist, a master of illusions, and he's even called the conqueror of gods. Yeah, he is in a totally different league.
And this really highlights the key difference here. Up to this point, Hanuman has faced guys who just rely on brute force, right? They try to overwhelm him with pure power. But Indrajit, he's different. His whole approach isn't about overwhelming him, it's about precision. He doesn't just fight, he uses divine strategy.
So the confrontation starts, and right away, Indrajit raises the stakes. He doesn't get into some long, drawn-out fight. No, he chooses a weapon that is so powerful, so absolute, that it just changes the entire game.
The weapon he uses is the Brahmastra, and this is no ordinary arrow. This is a celestial weapon, a gift from the creator god Brahma himself. Its power isn't just physical, it's spiritual. To even try to resist it is to disrespect the creator of the entire universe.
And this is where we see the true genius of Hanuman. As this glowing weapon flies toward him, he recognizes it instantly. Now, he definitely has the power to fight it, maybe even break free. But he makes a split-second decision, and it's based on reverence, not on fear.
He just stops fighting. He willingly surrenders to the divine energy of the Brahmastra. He lets himself get bound, and to all the demons watching, it looks like a clear-cut defeat. They all rush in, they tie him up with ropes, but something else is happening here.
And here is the big twist. What looked like a total defeat was actually a masterclass in strategy. Hanuman's capture wasn't a sign of weakness at all. It was an act of incredible wisdom.
So, I have to ask you, was he really defeated? Or was this whole thing part of a much, much bigger plan that was just getting started?
Even his captor, the brilliant Indrajit, he sees it right away. He looks at the bound Hanuman and says these words, totally acknowledging the deep strategy at play. He gets it. This isn't just some powerful monkey. This is an intelligent, purposeful being.
So, what was the real plan? Well, by submitting to the Brahmastra, Hanuman pulled off three things at once. First, he honored its divine source, the god Brahma. Second, and this is the masterstroke, getting captured was the only way he could guarantee a face-to-face meeting with the heavily guarded King Ravana. And third, it let him accomplish his real mission, delivering his master Rama's message directly.
And just like that, the entire focus shifts. The fight might be over, but the real mission, it's just beginning. By getting captured, Hanuman has basically bypassed every single layer of security and is now being escorted right into the enemy's throne room.
The confidence here is just wow. He isn't cowering, he's not acting like a prisoner. He is boldly commanding his captors, showing everyone that he is and always has been in complete control of this situation. He wanted to be here.
So the big takeaway is this. That whole battle in the garden, what seemed like the climax, it was never the real climax of the story. It was all just a setup. The capture wasn't the end of Hanuman's mission in Lanka, it was the carefully planned beginning of his real purpose there.
Which leaves us with this one final nagging question. Hanuman has done it. He's successfully engineered a meeting with the most powerful and arrogant king in the world. He got what he wanted. But what happens now? How do you actually deliver a message of warning to a tyrant who refuses to listen? That right there is where the real challenge begins.